Hi guys, I'm SJ. Welcome to Baby Name Mondays. On my channel I have a new baby name video every single Monday for over a year, so don't forget to hit subscribe if you're in the market for a baby name. Congratulations. Or if you just love baby names, join our community. There are tons of enthusiasts here below. You guys are great at baby names, so please do join in and help me with this one. It's going to be a bit longer than normal because I'm answering your baby name dilemmas. So I've had about 50 requests. I'm going to go as quick as possible, but you're going to get tons of vintage name ideas, sibling name ideas, names with great meanings, different nationality names. They're all in here. Thank you so much for sending in your dilemmas. This is the baby name video that does not want to get made. This is my 4th attempt. I filmed it live last Monday and technology failed me. I filmed it twice since then. Technology has failed me. You won't believe it. So if this comes up and you're watching it, then yes, I'm so lucky that it is there. It honestly hates me, this video. Anyway, I'm going to get through because I'm so privileged to have so many women who are pregnant asking me these questions. Honestly, it means really a lot to me and I really wish you all very well. So the first question came from the Telfer family. She has a 3-year-old son named Cody and she's found out she's expecting twins, and do we have any suggestions for her? They're a Scottish family. The origin of the name Cody is actually an Irish Gaelic surname and it means wealthy, so it's kind of looking at that as well. For boys you could link them with something like Rafferty. Rafferty is also Irish Gaelic and it means rich and prosperous, so yeah, if you want them to buy you that mansion to retire in. I also just love the name Forbes. I think that Cody and Forbes sound really lovely together. Cody, Forbes and Rafferty sound nice together. And it's an unusual one, isn't it? It means field, so it's a nature name, but it is from Scottish origin. For girls, how about the name Erin? Erin is a beautiful name that is so underused in my opinion, and it means peace. Or Sheena. I love the name Sheena. I didn't know it had Gaelic roots, but apparently it does. It probably comes from around different places. Apparently it is the form for Jane. So if you have a Jane anywhere in your family, anybody, that's a lovely way of linking them together. I think Sheena is beautiful and it means God is gracious. So you can have Erin and Forbes, Rafferty and Sheena, Erin, Sheena. I think they're a beautiful combo actually. Somebody says, hi Ashley, I love your channel, thank you. She is expecting her first baby and they can't agree on a name. She likes Lenny and Jessie, kind of soft names with lovely meanings, but he likes something a little bit more traditional. What do we reckon? So what about something like Freddie? I've got a Freddie and I love it, and if you like Lenny but traditional, just play around with it, see if you can fall in love with it. It means peaceful ruler, which I think is a lovely name meaning as well. Could go with Ellis. Ellis is lovely. It means for life as well, which is stunning, isn't it? Because obviously that's like how you feel with your baby. It's like, I'm here with you for life, and it's a wonderful relationship. So yeah, that's a cute, gorgeous, soft one, but with a beautiful meaning. Or Hollis, I've put down. That's quite traditional because it's an old surname as a first name, which is a very traditional way of naming babies, and they're really popular. It's got that L sound, which is soft, and it means from the holly trees, which I just think is gorgeous as a nature meaning. Elaine is expecting her first baby, a boy, during Christmas Day. Oh, that would be so exciting. She likes something unusual, but they can't agree. She likes Heathcliff, but yeah, it's been vetoed. Oh no. So she's also asked about Greek name suggestions. So I went in on the Greek theme. Calix is a lovely one and it means handsome. So yeah, you can probably sell your husband on that. But yeah, it's a cool one, isn't it? Lander means lion man, and I just love it. It sounds really cool because it doesn't sound kind of really out there and unusual, Lander, but just sounds cool and trendy, and it sounds quite literary to me as well. Or Griffin. This is my favourite one for you. Griffin, of course, is a mythological beast, but Griff is really growing in popularity. It's actually the middle of the day, guys. It's just so dark outside and dingy. I look like I'm being lit. But yeah, Griff is a lovely name, isn't it? And I think if you really like Heathcliff, Griff is a bit similar, and it's just a really cool one. So have a look at it, but Griffin could be really cool, especially with a Harry Potter fan. Erin, hi Erin Painter, how are you? Congratulations. She has little Evelyn Elizabeth Jane, wants to add to her family scene, is looking for vintage names. So she has some quite unusual names she likes. She likes Irving, Sterling and Herschel for boys. Herschel, I looked at, is actually a Yiddish name. They're really cool names actually. And I found this girl named Goldaheve. How cool is that? She could be Goldie for short. And it's really lovely, and it means one with a sixth sense or an extra special awareness. I thought that was really, really trendy. I'm glad I looked up Yiddish names. I also liked Viviette for you because you wanted a long girl name, a bit like a Genevieve or something like that. And I think Viviette is lovely, and Evelyn and Viviette sound stunning together. Such an unusual name. Violet's so popular. Viviette is just a little bit quirkier. Putting this out to you guys, somebody loves kind of quirky names for girls, and she wants to know what you think of the names Dove, Sunny and Tallulah. What do you reckon? Do you like those names, or are they too quirky for you? Which one do you like the most? Elle was a week overdue and she sent this to me a week ago, so baby might be here. Do let us know if she is, what you named her, and I'm sorry I'm so late to the party. You like short sweet names like Ada and Dot, and your husband didn't like them, thought they were more too vintage, he preferred Heidi. Did you pick one of those? They're all stunning. Names I liked for you might be Greta. Greta is very similar to Heidi to me, but is very modern as well, really gaining in popularity, and it means pearl, so I think that's kind of cool to know. Alma is very similar to Ada and Dot, and it means loving and soul, so it's a stunning one and really modern again. Super modern like Heidi is named Haven. That's becoming really popular recently. It's a bit of a unisex name, but I love it for girls. It means place of safety. Jessica Alba called her baby daughter Haven after she was born in her sack. So yeah, I didn't know babies could be born in their sack, but if you are, it's just a lovely one, I think. Or Neve, that's so short and sweet, and it means snow. We haven't actually had snow where I am, but maybe you've had some snow, and I hope baby arrived safely and you're doing really, really well. Tate, or M. Tate, says she's expecting a first baby girl, looking for one-syllable names. I love one-syllable names. I'm in love with the name Anne at the moment. I know it just sounds a little bit boring, but it's outside the top 1,000 now, and after The Greatest Showman, I'm just in love with it again. Beth is so literary, and I answered this question on the live and mentioned the name Tess, and Tess got so much love. So yeah, Tess is a great one. It's at number 982. Lauren is looking for a middle name for the first name, Sophia, with an L at the end, so Sophie with an L at the end. So I think if you're going to add that L, take that through to the middle name as well. So you could have something like Sophia Loretta. So that's a bit Sophia Loren. I know, I think that's why it stuck out at me, but I really like it, and it's Latin is laurel, like Loretta, and laurel is the little wreath that girls wear around their heads. Or Lovisa, so like Louisa but with a V. It's a German baby name. It means renowned warrior. It's quite cool and strong. I think it's beautiful as well, and Sophia Lovisa sounds gorgeous. Jashia has a baby boy G, and she's definitely calling him Caleb, which is beautiful, but she's looking for a middle name. She wants a long middle name, something with that's very unique as well. Oh, little miss, is she going to wake up from her nap? I swear this video does not want to get made. She's just gone down. Maybe she's back asleep. Don't be a working mum from home, girls. Well, do it, slash. Yes, middle names for Caleb. Caleb means faithful, and I think that's a beautiful name meaning. She wants something quite long and unusual that can be unique on Instagram. How cool is she thinking about that? Is that anything you would ever think about? So the one I came up with, taking the name meaning, is the name Truman. I love it. I think that those modern virtue names, and obviously Khloe Kardashian just had baby True, didn't she? Truman Capote was a very famous writer. There's The Truman Show, which I absolutely love that movie, and I just think you'd get loads of cool comments about it. It's got a kind of surname as first name thing going on, so if you wanted to have that Instagram name, or whatever hologram AI world they're living in, he can be Caleb Truman. I think it's cool. Or just go with Truman. That's quite trendy, isn't it? Rebecca Greenwood is pregnant with her second. Congratulations. She has a daughter, Elizabeth. She has a boy name, but she's struggling for a second girl name. It's sometimes harder, isn't it, with the second of the same sex? Did you guys find that? So I kind of was looking at vintage traditional, and I love the name Francis. Elizabeth and Francis. Oh, beautiful. Like, reminds me just of like, yeah, like an old book with beautiful little girl names in it. It's a Latin name meaning, and it means free one. The second one's, yeah, gonna get away with a bit more, aren't they? Or Elizabeth taking the L sound. You could go with something like Camille. I get that these are both quite French names, but I love Camille. And yeah, it's just a beautiful one. Very, very elegant and a bit more unusual. Or Alice. Obviously Alice and Elizabeth, both very regal royal names, and I love them both. Alice is super duper popular still. Alice in Wonderland, and it's the #1 girl name in Sweden. It means noble. Leanne is pregnant with her second baby girl, congrats. Her daughter is called Harley Isla, and she's looking for another little lovely name for her daughter. Her middle name is going to be Toria Grace, so Toria as in the end of Victoria, which is lovely, and I looked it up and it means victory, like Victoria. But she's stuck on a first name. So I came up with, I looked at Harley, I talked about this on the live, maybe you were there, and Harley actually means hare's meadow, so hare as in a rabbit. And then I sort of went down this little wormhole, oh, proud of that one, and had a look at names meaning rabbit, and where were they? Yeah, the name Lulu. I thought you might like quite quirky names because Harley to me is very quirky, and Harley and Lulu sound lovely together, but Lulu actually in Native American means rabbit, so that would be really sweet, and they're going to have like little rabbit themed bedrooms, and there's so many little rabbit themed clothes for girls, so that could be a sweet little emblem with a nice story for the two of them of how their names are linked. I also love the name Brooke, I think for you. Harley and Brooke sound very American and cool to me, and I love the name of Brooke. It's a small stream, of course, so it's also a nature name. Or something like Blake, another B name there for you, so you might not like them, but I think that Blake to me sounds really cool with Harley as well. I love Blake Lively, she's one of my all-time favourite actresses. It's, you know, it's kind of like a unisex name, a bit like Harley, so see what you think. I think my favourite would be Lulu. This is one for you guys. Eliza Lark, she's wondering some opinion on the boy names Moses and Jem. Are they too feminine? Jazz is looking for baby names like Sebastian and Tobias. She really likes them, but they've been pinched. Somebody has used them. She also likes the name Aubrey or Imogen for girls, but they're so popular and want some alternative ideas. I love all those names. It's such a struggle when someone's nicked them. So putting together Sebastian and Tobias, a name I really like is Silas, and I've talked about it here before because it's one of the most googled baby names actually at the moment, so it's probably going to be one that starts to come up through the ranks, but you can get in there early. No one else will have pinched it, and it means from the woods or from the forest, so I love that nature meaning. For girls, I really like the name Isolda. It's a really unusual one. It's not used as much, but with Isla being so popular, the names you mentioned, like Imogen and all of those ones, it's a more unusual version of, and it means ice ruler. So she'll be getting that Elsa outfit and owning it, won't she? Lee is after a middle name for Sylvester. So I think Sylvester is such a brilliant name, and I quite like short middle names then when you have a long one. So I've gone with Sylvester Clark. I like the name Clark. It is this kind of surname, first name, cool thing going on, but I love the fact that it kind of means scribe or writer. I think it makes Sylvester sound very literary as well. Sylvester Vaughan could be really, really nice with the V sound in both names. Or Sylvester Roscoe using the S sound. It will depend on your last name, but Roscoe is a really, really cool one as well. I just liked the way that those sounded. These are two now for you. Somebody has a surname Beasley, and she's always wanted a little girl named Beatrix, but she's wondering, is Beatrix Beasley, B Beasley, too much? You let her know what you think in the comments below, please. She's asking for our opinions. And Snowball really likes the names Emma and Etta, but are they too similar for siblings? So would you have an Emma and an Etta? I get a lot of comments about having a Freddie and a Finn, whose name both begin with an F. So I think it would be tough, and I also think you just never get their names out right, because I'm always like, Finn, who are you? It's really hard. But what do you guys think? Have you got similar sibling names? Let her know in the comments below. Katie is after boy and girl names, nice ones beginning with K. She can't find any really nice ones. She should get the Kardashians on board. They've got this theme. I found some beautiful ones. The name Kiki, it means double happiness in Japanese, and it's so underused. I love Kiki. It's quite popular in Sweden actually, where my husband's from. Carolina is such a pretty one with a K. It means tiny and feminine, which is quite a funny name meaning really, but it's quite cute when they are little. Carolina, cute, isn't it? Casper for a boy, starting with a K, has always been on my baby boy name list. It's one of my all-time faves. It means treasurer. Good for a Christmas baby. Or Kingston is a lovely one as a town place, or even Kingsley was one that I found, which I really liked even more. It's an Anglo-Saxon origin apparently, and it means from the King's Wood or from the King's Meadow. So that's trendy. I reckon I could sell that to a dad as well. Alison, hi. She's Alison Sundstrom, so maybe we are Scandi twins. Her husband and I like unusual but not weird names. They really like the name Holland for a girl. The only name they like for a boy is Sullivan. I like Sullivan with Sully as a nickname. She wants unusual. So I found a really nice name you might like, the name Adler. It's really unique, isn't it? And I liked it. It's German and it means eagle. And it's got that L sound that you like with Holland and Sullivan. So yeah, Adler is lovely, isn't it? Copeland. It's a unique Norse surname, Old Norse. I'm guessing you were maybe from Scandinavia or somewhere with your surname. Copeland sounds really cool to me and very, very cool and trendy little name for a boy. Taking the L sound you like, Miller is a lovely one and really unusual. It's an occupational name. Or Elliot. Elliot is lovely, isn't it? It's like a Disney name. Elliot is in Pete's Dragon, I think. Oh, I used to love Pete's Dragon. But yeah, those are some options for you. Sullivan is lovely though, and Sully is lovely. Ellen Treeland says she won't be finding out her little one's gender just yet, but she is stuck if it is another boy. The only name they agree on is Teddy, but they don't like any of the proper names to go with it, so I'm guessing they don't want an Edward or a Theodore or anything like that. They have Louis and they have a forever baby, Franco. What a beautiful name. Some of the names that they like, but they're really fussy: Elliot, Rupert, Finley, Stanley. So sort of like quite quirky older names, maybe like with a little soft ending like that. Help us name our growing little rainbow. I'm so happy for you and I hope that you're feeling well and that baby boy arrives safely. Yes, how about Monty? Franco and Monty sound lovely together, and it means Pointy Hill, which I think is really cool. I think it would suit you guys because you like quite quirky names, don't you? So Louis, Franco and Monty I think really sound good together. They're all quite short double syllables and trendy as well. Remy is a lovely one. I've talked about it before, so I don't know if you've watched my baby name videos and weren't sure about it, but it means oarsman, which I think is just a really nice one. Or Matteo is a beautiful one. It's getting quite popular now. I like the O ending and it would match Franco, and it means gift of God. And I know this baby is a real gift, a rainbow baby, isn't it? But I think it's a lovely one as well. And I think Louis and Matteo have got that same little O sound as well. So yeah, gorgeous. Amelia Davidson is asking a question for you guys. What do you think of the baby name Kitty? Is it something you think they would get teased about? Or is it really cool? Sarah, hi. Sarah Sumner loves to name Patrick for a boy and Odette for a girl, but they're not able to use them. Do I have any alternative suggestions? I love this type of questioning because it's really narrow and it really helps me out, and they're beautiful names. And also similar names to Otis, which is another one she likes. So for girls are similar to Odette, Olympia, Octavia, all those names are just getting so popular now. Olympia is like a goddess name. Octavia, it means 8th. So if there's any symbolism around 8 for you and your family, but it just sounds lovely as well, Octavia. Sounds very upper class to me. Does it to you, or does it sound different to you? Everyone's got their own little associations. Opal is beautiful, beautiful vintage name that's so underused, and I think you would love it. And I think everyone would love it. It was very popular on a baby name video a few ago. For boys, similar to Patrick, obviously there's Frederick. I have a Frederick who goes by Freddie. Jacob as well. There's kind of strong, punchy little boy names. Zachary is a lovely one. I really like that. There's lots of them around, but it's a beautiful name. Similar to Otis, there's obviously Otto, which is hugely popular. Tobias, check something like Tobias. It sounds kind of like all sounds together. Or Odin. That's kind of getting used now. And again, it's like an old god name, isn't it? Michaela Barker, hi Michaela, is expecting a baby boy around Christmas time. She's a teacher and so she's really struggling because there's obviously lots of associations with all of them. She likes Felix, but there's the cat food association. Her husband cannot get past it. I had that with Oakley and my husband just thought of sunglasses. So she likes other ones, but she's just not sure. So she's, yeah. So I'm wondering if we can convince them of Felix. So guys, let her husband know, do you associate Felix with the cat feed? Other ones I have got for you. Surname is Barker. How about Roman? It might be a little out there for you or for him. I love the name Roman. It's really cool. There's like a cool radio presenter there called Roman, and it's just trendy, and you've probably not got a Roman in the class just yet, but it doesn't sound unusual now, honestly. It's quite wearable, and I just think it is a really, really lovely one. Auden is lovely. It's very literary again, and if you're a teacher, I'm sure you love reading and books, and it means old friend. How nice is that? Sorry, it's gone really dark outside. Or Lennox, I thought, Lennox. It means elm trees, and I just thought again it would be a bit of an unusual one for you. And actually the lady earlier who liked Lenny, she might like a Lennox. And Amy, she is 15 weeks pregnant. She already has 2 daughters and she is looking for a 3rd baby girl name, but it needs to be a floral name because she has 2 floral names already. She has a Lily Marie and a Violet Grace, but she doesn't want something too popular for her 3rd daughter. So I did a whole video about unique floral names, but the ones I absolutely love, I love Primrose. It's really popular. Prim is absolutely gorgeous. It's gaining in popularity, but it's not right up there with the poppies and the roses and everything like that just yet. Marigold is another one that I'm so in love with after Downton Abbey, and it's that gorgeous golden yellow colour, which is stunning, and it's a symbol of commitment and bond that lasts forever. So I think that for your 3 girls is lovely, as well as between you and your daughter. So yeah, but there's a whole load. I'll link the other video below because I've got loads. Also Dahlia is one I've always really liked. Yeah, but there are loads on that video. I'll link it. Hannah says, hi SJ, hi. She's certain that her soon-to-be-born baby girl is going to have the middle name Juliet, which I love. She's asking you guys, can anyone come up with any first name for the middle name Juliet? She will love you forever. Abby, hi. She has a Phoebe Anna Leonard who goes by Lenny. How cute are those names? She's expecting a 3rd baby in the spring. So jealous. I am getting broody over here. She's not finding out the sex. She likes Ottilie for a girl. Lenny is a German name and it means lion bold. It's quite a strong meaning but a soft sound. So I've gone for the kind of same thing. So you could go with Bertie and then as a nickname like Lenny, but it could be for Gilbert or it could be for Bertram, which is a bit more unusual, and it means bright raven. So I think that their names would then go really sweetly together. Gilbert actually means bright pledge. You could go with Howard. Howie, I think, sounds really cute with Lenny, and it's got that kind of old man cool thing going on, vintage retro. Or Ralph. Ralph is becoming so popular. It's really surprised me. It's coming up through the ranks a lot. So I think we're going to be hearing a lot of Ralphs in our playgrounds very soon. Kirsty, hi Kirsty, she's expecting baby number 2. Huge congrats. She will be finding out the gender. She has a 4-year-old boy named Marty after Marty McFly. Gets tons of compliments on his name, wants something quirky and as memorable and notable as that. But she's finding it hard. So I had this chat with you live. I don't know if you were there. So Marty obviously is a short form of Martin, who was the Roman mythological god of war. So I thought you could, rather than going down the kind of film reference, you could go down this kind of linking the boy's name through the god reference, which would give you something really quirky and cool to talk about with the boys and with other people. So Apollo is the god of music and arts, which is so cool and just a really, really, really cool name. You could go by Lo, couldn't you, which I think is really, really sweet. Hector, I thought you might really like that, and I've met a couple of Hectors recently, so it's getting more popular. And he was a great Greek god, and he was very noble in fight, apparently, very good warrior. Or Evander. Evander's a lovely one, and you liked the name like Edison and Ellison and things like that. And he was in the Trojan War, and it means good man. So yeah, Evander, I think you might like. What do you reckon? Katie is looking for both boy and girl names. She doesn't know what she's having. She likes more unusual but classic Scottish names. That's a tough one. But her hubby likes more straightforward names, boy and girl. I had a couple of girl names for you. One, which I thought you might not have heard of, is the name Fenella. This is sort of becoming quite popular and hipster around London. You've been hearing it a little bit. I don't know how popular it is up there. But the nickname Nell, because you wanted a longer name with a cute nickname. Ella, obviously, but Nell is really, really cool. Even Fifi. I love Fifi as a nickname. And it's a gorgeous one. It means white-shouldered one, which is strange, but I think it's a beautiful name. The boys, you might have discounted these, but I love Fergus and Angus. I know these are so Scottish, but Gus as a nickname is just really trendy. I've worked with a couple of guys at the ad agency called Gus, and they were very, very cool, and it means man of force, Fergus does. I really like them, and I really hope that they keep rising in popularity because they're such cool names. So someone says, hi SJ, she's 39 weeks pregnant with baby girl number 3. Wow, she has an Evie Winter and an Aria Robin, but she's a bit stuck. They both like Olive, but he's not 100% sold. What do we reckon? So I have come up with a few. Wren. Do you like the name Wren for a girl? It's a gender neutral name, but it's beautiful for a girl. And I quite liked it because Aria means song as well, and Wren is a songbird, and she's got Robin, and yeah, I just think it's really, really, really beautiful one for you. Clover is a beautiful alternative to olive. If you're not 100% sold on olive, Clover is another nature name, which I absolutely love. Obviously has that luck side to it and it's very nature. Lumi is a beautiful one. You're almost 39 weeks, so she'll be born around sort of Christmassy time, and it means snow in Finnish. And I think with names like Luna being so popular, Lumi is so cute, honestly. So yeah, Lumi, Wren or Clover. Anna Maynard, hello. You are expecting your first baby, a little girl due in April. Her husband has served in the Afghan war and they're looking for a middle name to really honour him. And actually one of the names is Honour. I'm giving it away. I came up with sort of, rather than looking at kind of war-like names, I sort of thought about these modern virtue names, things like honour, things like hope, things like liberty, because obviously you're fighting for liberty, I think are really, really great options for you. Somebody suggested Poppy on the live, which I thought was a great idea. So thanks so much for watching. If you are naming a baby or you love baby names, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any baby name videos. You can also click the little bell. If you're having a baby, the rest of the week I do parenting videos on motherhood. If you just love seeing mums and babies and seeing what I get up to during the week, then you can also watch my videos Wednesday, Friday, and there'll be a few extra ones over December, so hang around. This video is so long, but I wanted to answer all your questions. Thank you for all your support this year with Baby Name Mondays. It's meant an absolute world to me. I love doing my channel and you guys make it the nicest place online, honestly. And I've got a few exciting things planned for next year. So yeah, stick around and I will be giving some announcements soon, I think. See you later. Not baby, I'm not having a baby. Not yet. Just to clarify.